Hi there and welcome back. Your ad campaign might look great at first glance, but everything changes the moment you subtract what it actually costs to sell your products. This missing piece is called COGS, or cost of goods sold, and it's one of the most important metrics for understanding your true profitability. Most merchants only look at revenue or ROAS when judging ad performance, but if your product margins are low or your costs are rising, a strong ROAS can still hide the fact that a campaign is losing money. And if you ever reviewed your Google Ads numbers and thought, this looks good, so why isn't my profit increasing? Then COGS is probably the missing link. So what exactly is COGS? Cost of goods sold, or COGS, represents the direct cost of producing or purchasing each product that you sell. These are the expenses that are directly tied to getting a product ready to ship. It includes raw materials, packaging, supplies, freight or shipping to your warehouse, assembly or production labor, and the items purchased for resale. And what is also important, it does not include operating expenses like software subscriptions, customer support, transaction fees, marketing costs, or rent. COGS tells you how much every item really costs before you earn anything from it. So once you subtract COGS from your revenue, you get gross profit. And that single calculation often explains why certain products feel successful, but still don't improve your bottom line. And for many Shopify merchants, this is a wake-up moment because they realize that they have been making decisions based on revenue and not on what they actually can keep after costs. And here is where it gets even more important. If you don't track COGS properly, your ad performance can look much better than it actually is. ROAS only shows how much revenue you generated for every dollar spent on ads, and it doesn't tell you anything about how much those products cost to produce. And what that means is that a high revenue product can still be unprofitable. A winning campaign on paper might actually lose money, and scaling based on ROAS alone can drain your margins. And many merchants discover that their best-selling products are also their lowest margin items. Without COGS, Google Ads has no way of showing that, and you end up optimizing for revenue instead of profit, which leads to costly decisions. So COGS transforms your reports from sales-focused to profit-focused, and this gives you a clearer view of what's truly worth scaling. Okay, so let's now talk about a very common problem or a misconception, which comes as a big surprise to very many Shopify merchants. Is why you can't see COGS in your Google Ads by default. So even if you enter COGS inside Shopify or Google Merchant Center, Google Ads will not show profit metrics automatically. Merchant Center only stores the values in your product feed, and they never appear in ads unless that data is paired with each purchase event. To make COGS work in Google Ads, you need the COGS value included in your product feed. Secondly, you need the matching item ID sent with each purchase conversion. You need conversions with card data enabled. And lastly, consistent formatting like ISO 4217 currency codes. And if anything is missing or mismatched in this chain of data, profit reporting simply does not show up. And this is why so many merchants think that they have profit tracking set up when they actually don't. And if you ever wondered why your cost of goods sold values never appear in ads reports, then this is the exact reason. And now we came to the part where I would like to explain and show you how Analyzify is solving this problem. But before we look at the dashboard, it is worth mentioning something that many merchants experience. So you can technically connect COGS to your Google Ads on your own, but it usually requires manual setup, clean products IDs, perfectly formatted COGS values in Merchant Center, and a complete error-free conversions with card data configurations, as we just talked before. And even a smaller mismatch here often would prevent profit metrics from appearing in your Google Ads reports. Analyzify does not calculate your COGS. Those cost values come from Shopify product costs or the COGS values you maintain in Merchant Center. What Analyzify handles is the critical data flow. It sends the item level purchase details that Google Ads needs in order to match the COGS in your feed with the conversions happening in your store. Without this clean item level structure, Google Ads cannot reliably connect your cost data to your purchase events. And once this connection is established, you begin to see meaningful profitability data such as gross profits per product, gross profits at the campaign level, clear margin visibility instead of only revenue, and cart level profitability insights. And now let's jump to Analyzify's Marketing Analytics Dashboard. So when you open the total net profit report inside the Marketing Analytics Dashboard, you can see here your revenue or net sales, your total ad spend across channels, and your product costs together in a single place. So it becomes for you much more easier to understand how your marketing activity translates into actual profits. Here you can also see the marketing efficiency ratio, or MER, and MER gains much more context when your COGS data is in place, because it reflects not only how much revenue you're making your marketing creates, but how healthy your margins are behind that revenue. With this structure working correctly, Google Ads starts giving you a more accurate financial view. You can clearly identify which products generate sustainable profit, which ones consume your budget, and where is your real opportunity to scale efficiently. So to sum it all up, COGS might sound simple, but getting it into your reports and turning it into real profit inside is usually not. Most merchants try to manage this manually and end up never seeing profit inside Google Ads. If you want to explore this a little further, I left a link in the description of this video where you can learn more about the Marketing Analytics Dashboard and see how revenue, ad spend, and product costs come together in a clean financial view. And if you prefer, we can also walk through the same structure together. There is also a demo link in the description if you want to join a short call and discuss about your tracking questions. And if you haven't watched our previous video on marketing efficiency ratio, then make sure to check it out, because it fits perfectly with today's topic and helps you evaluate your overall marketing performance once your profit data is in place. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and see you in the next video.